Hi, I'm Kelly with ProTech. In this video, I'm going to introduce the G-Fence 600Z Fence Shock Detection System. The G-Fence 600Z uses the latest state-of-the-art technology. Unlike other systems that use microphonic cable, the G-Fence 600Z uses sensors with accelerometers having an X, Y, and Z axis. This new accelerometer technology enables our sensors to distinguish between intruders and inclement weather conditions. A significant advantage is that the G-Fence 600Z system uses a 4-conductor copper cable that is pliable and easy to install and maintain. Therefore, expensive tools and extensive training is not required, and there is a substantial savings in installation and maintenance costs. Next, I will demonstrate how to install the G-Fence 600. Alright, the components of our G-Fence 600 system consist of our head unit, detector cable, and the URT. The tools we're going to use to install this are a Phillips screwdriver, wire cutters, wire strippers, a knife, an 8mm deep socket, and a small flathead screwdriver. Okay, to take your G-Fence 600, remove the cover, take the hook screws in the back, and you hook it onto your fence. Just like so. And take your 8mm deep socket and tighten it down. Next, we're going to install our detector cable to the fence. So go to your fence, make sure that you have enough cable to make a loop before you connect to your head unit. You're going to zip tie the sensor to the fence. You want to get one over the sensor and then one on each end of the sensor on the cable. Just like that. And you take your cable, we're going to zip tie it over here also. And from here we'll make a small loop and come back up into our head unit. When you get to a post, make sure and leave some slack. When the weather changes, your fence moves, with wind, fence moves, you want to make sure that you have enough slack that it's not tight when you go around a post. If you get to a point where your sensor is too close to a post, in order to move it back, you just make a loop in your line. So we can make a loop, put the sensor wherever we need to. Anytime you make a loop in the fence, make sure that you secure it tight to the fence so that it's not loose and it's not causing vibration. Continue on putting your sensor wire to the fence. Make sure that all sensors have a zip tie around them and are secured to the fence. Once you get to the end of your line, make a little bit of a drainage loop and come up, and that's where you're going to install your URT. Install your URT to the fence with your zip ties. Once you have that installed, if you are continuing on, you have another detector cable, come down from here and continue on. You can install your sensors anywhere height-wise on the fence. If this is continuing on, to use the URT as a junction, you flip this toggle switch to the UR mode. If this is the end of the line, you can use either one of these terminals and you flip this to the UT mode. Alright, terminate your conductor or detector cable into the box, You connect red to red, black to black, yellow to yellow, green to green. Make sure that your connections are nice and tight. None of the wires are going to pull out. Make sure that you don't have any of the conductor's coating inside of the terminal, so it's just on wire. Okay, in the head unit, do the same thing. You connect your detector cable. This is detector cable 1's terminal. Detector cable 1 goes out to the left. Detector cable 2 goes out to the right. Here's your power terminal. And once all that's done, take your wire cutters and go and cut all of these zip ties so that you don't have these sticking off the fence. Okay, once you have your power hooked up to it, you can turn your head unit on. We have one detector cable coming out the left side. That's detector cable 1. So we're going to switch this switch to detector cable 1. And that's going to analyze the detection cable, see how many sensors we have on it, make sure that all our URTs are in the right position. We should hear another beep. There it goes. If you don't hear a beep, then something's wrong. One of your URTs is in the wrong mode. So if it's a junction box, it should be in UR. If it's the end of the line, it should be the UT. Alright, on here we have a sensitivity switch. We can change the sensitivity from 1 to 16. After you've changed that, you must press and hold this till you hear a beep in order for the change to take effect. Now, each sensor has an A and a B on it. Now what that pertains to is in your head unit, right here, detector cable 1, if A is the closest letter to the head unit, then you need to put it on A. If B is the closest one, it should be on B. Okay, in our junction box, we have a switch. If you have A coming in and B going out, then you leave it in parallel. If you have A coming in and A going out, then you switch it to the cross. After your system is completely installed, move the switch back to the center, which is detect mode. Give a quick tap on the fence to make sure that your system is working. And then in our control module, we have a tamper switch. We have our 10 relays plus 1 relay for tamper. And then we have our Ethernet connection. You plug your Ethernet wire in, turn the switch on. You have to turn that switch on in order to activate the switch. This concludes the installation of our GFence 600Z. Thanks for watching. Watch our next video on how to connect your computer to this GFence 600 in order to change the settings through your computer.